Hey, it's 7 grains of salt. Disney's new measures. Yes, I'm sure you're aware all amusement parks have been closed, um, but they are starting to reopen again. Well, Shanghai has just reopened as well as Hong Kong's Disneyland. And some could be opening near you depending on the governmental approval. So look at the locations nearest you. So what you'll need to know, because expect similar safety measures and precautions at the Disneylands near you.
There is no concrete timeline for Disney's other parks to reopen to the public around the world, but expect similar safety measures and precautions to those implemented at Shanghai Disneyland.
So just let's listen to a short clip of ABC discussing with the Disney Parks Chief Medical Officer about the changes.
Here to tell us what changes are in store to keep everyone safe at the happiest place on earth is Disney Parks Chief Medical Officer Dr. Pam Heimel. Thank you for being with us. And Dr. Pam, I want to start because we just mentioned the parks in Shanghai and Hong Kong have both reopened. Talk about those safety measures that you have put in place when Disney theme parks reopen so everyone can feel all the better about walking in those doors.
We've implemented physical distancing guidelines and reduced capacity in order to accommodate those.
So let's go over several things that Dr. Pamela Heimel mentioned. One thing you need to look at is reservation is required. Yes, now in order to get into an amusement park, you have to reserve a day to go there, and you need to wait for an approval. Interesting. But let's go over all the things. There's pre-arrival, room cleaning, and disinfecting. Of course, they normally should have done that. Welcome, a time to check in, of course, and you can do that online, so you don't have to be touching anything or anyone. Select amenities cleaned and wrapped, of course. But they brought out all these wonderful characters to help us get through this. Aims to familiarize and reinforce their new measures, including hand washing, social distancing, and temperature checks. So let's take a look. With their physical distancing, that's right, here's a great picture to help you feel more at ease. And they'll be standing, they're 6 feet apart, of course, and every queue and checkpoint while you enter, there'll be signs everywhere on the grounds at every queue, at every ride. You'll be social or physical distancing. They kept saying both. Areas where you will not be able to sit. And like I said, signs are everywhere. Of course, this one, cover up darling. They want to keep you happy with that sign too. It's stylish to wear your face mask, right? You'll have to have them on if you want to enter Disneyland or Disney resorts. Kids ages 2 and up. Well, that'll be easy for parents, right? Trying to get their kids to keep that on. Wonderful. How you'll be able to breathe in these when temperatures are rising, but don't worry, you'll be able to buy all different kinds of them, even at the Disney stores and resorts near you. All different kinds of characters, or just plain and simple ones if you want to save a few bucks. You might even see Mickey and Minnie wearing them too. Wonderful. Hand sanitizer. Yep, they'll be everywhere. Wash your hands signs everywhere. At every location, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of them around. Be cool and check your temperature. Yeah, as you're entering the Disney amusement park, they're going to be screening you for your temperature. They'll be watching you, just like this gentleman is here watching the people arriving. Increased cleaning in high traffic areas. Enhanced cleaning as well. Well, they'll be cleaning everywhere. Well, I see nothing wrong with that. I think that's a very good thing. Of course, they'll have you using this mobile device so you won't have to even touch the menu if you don't want to. Limited contact options. This is interesting. A magic band. You can buy these or just use the ones there and probably return them. I'm not exactly sure, but special ones, of course, you'll have to purchase. A magic band, so you won't have to touch anything as you enter a door, maybe a ride, I'm not sure. And they'll, of course, have special features and little clips and bands you can even add to them. So all these changes will be have to be used at every Disney resort. And then at the end of the clip, she mentions that ABC News. Yep, Disney is a parent company of ABC News. I don't know why she had to mention that, but I'm sure many of you are aware that Walt Disney was a Freemason, but that's a side note. I'm not going to get into that right now. But the question here is, are you seeing what is happening? I mean, putting more fear and wanting everyone to use hand sanitizers everywhere, when in fact using too much is really not good for your skin. At least that's my opinion. You can do your own research and come to your own conclusion. Yes, I've used it myself at airports and everywhere where I haven't been able to wash my hands, but still, they're familiarizing people with all of this. Pay with your phones. So really soon there's not going to be any cash rolling around. Pre-register. They want to know who's coming through those front gates. They might be denying people at some point, especially if and when the mark is implemented. And most importantly, everyone's paying with their wrist. Do you see what they are doing? They're getting you familiarized with some kind of a mark. That's how I'm seeing it. Reopening soon. Will you visit? That's up to you. If you want to follow all those rules, that's what you'll have to do. And it won't stop here. These are just the beginning phases of what they plan on doing. So preparing for a second wave or even more? Yeah, I think we should be preparing for a second, third, and even more.
Governments, however, want a second wave. Everything that's happened is about control, power, and money. Millions are so scared that they will accept facial recognition, iris scans, implanted vaccines, and slavery with enthusiasm. They want a cashless society, and they're happy to be zombies living half-lives, if they can be promised that they won't die of the plague. If the scientific advisors tell them that the only way to survive is to stand on their heads in a bucket of horse shit, they'll do so with enthusiasm. And the scientific advisors and the mathematicians will, of course, happily provide the horse shit.
And they'll say that they're doing it for our safety, but in reality, they just want full control, just as he said. Read Revelations 13. Rich and poor, everyone will have to be marked. And if you're not, then you know what will happen. The vaccine will have to be mandatory, but that's not going to be the mark. I don't know if it's going to be a tattoo or if it's going to be an RFID chip, what exactly it's going to be. But I know that they've already been watching us and tracking us. They have us all in their own little boxes. They're just trying right now to divide us more. All I'm saying is just to be vigilant. Whether you visit Disney or not, that's up to you if you want to follow their guidelines. But it's time to really start trusting in Jesus, because it's just going to get crazier from here. God bless. Take care. Until next time.